Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fangirl, here to review the final episode of Yuri on Ice, episode 12. Oh my gosh, what a great ending. 10. Absolute 10. So, with the beginning of this episode, we had Yuri telling Victor, all this stuff, and it just made Victor so angry that he cried, and I was like, I'm gonna start crying, but I didn't cry at that scene. There was a scene that I did start crying at, but we got to see lots of performances this episode. We got to see Yuri, Yurio, Otebek, Chris, JJ, everyone do their little final ice skating performances. And no, they were great. They were really great. But sadly, Yuri did not win the gold. Yurio did, actually, and I'm proud of him. You know what? I'm proud that Yurio won the gold. That makes me extremely happy. But I want Yuri to win, but, it's okay. There were some great moments in this episode, though, like with JJ really failing there, and sadly, poor JJ. I kind of felt bad for JJ in the end, but, he did his best. He did his best. Before Yuri went onto the ice, though, it was with Victor. Oh, man, that scene. That was pretty great. But, and the scene afterward, when, Yuri, got silver medal, like, Victor was like, I can't kiss a, silver medal or whatever. And, we had some very interesting things happen after this whole, after the results of this competition, is that, Victor does want to return to competitive skating because not only Yurio, but Yuri both beat his, world time record stuff, and that got Victor to get back into his competitive mode. I could tell. I was like, he really wants to compete against them now. But here's the thing. Yuri still wants Victor to be his coach. So, what does he do? He asks him, please be my coach for one more year. And you know what? Victor's like, fine, I'll do it, but you gotta be a 5-time champion. And it was so great. It was such a great scene. I was like, oh, you two are so adorable. Oh my gosh. And it gets even better. Got even better. Because first, you see Yuri skating in what looks like Victor's outfit. It's just blue. And then you see Victor come on the ice and he's wearing the same outfit. And I'd assume it's purple. I don't know if because of the lighting, but it looked purple. And it was just, I always wanted to see them do couple skating. And they did. And I was so extremely happy. I was just like, yes, couple skating. I cried my eyes out seeing that. Oh my gosh. It was just so well done. And it was the song Stay By Me or Stay Close to Me, one of the two. I'm not exactly sure, but it was, oh my gosh, I loved that scene. That's my favorite scene out of this entire episode. That was a great scene. I love that. So now we know that Victor is back in the competitive skating world. So he's Yuri's coach. Victor's coach now. He's Yuri's coach, but he's also skating with him. I assume, they didn't really quite explain how that's a thing, because it just said that Victor made his comeback. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that works out, but, how can you be a competitor but a, coach at the same time? I don't know. Yeah, also, there was a famous, ice skater, I think, in this episode. He was, a reporter or something, and that was very interesting to see throughout the little bit of the episode. That was very interesting. I liked that, because they, animated him in the show and everything. I was like, oh, that's cool, because I heard about that, beforehand, before this episode came out. That was cool. But, yeah, after that, after seeing them do their couple skating, and I'd assume they're still in Japan when that final scene rolls, as Yuri is, saying that on the ice we call love or something like that. I don't know exactly what he said, but, he's running towards Victor, and Yurio's there as well, and Makichin's, next to him, and Victor's like, Yuri, and then it ends, and it says, see you next level, and I'm like, well, does that mean we're getting to season 2? Because I have no idea. No idea. I have no idea if we're getting to season 2, because the way it ended good, but it's they could do a season 2 with, Victor and Yuri, doing couples skating, but I don't know. Because I don't want one, but at the same time I want one, because it ends well, but at the same time, there's a lot they could do with it, so, I don't know, because now Victor really, I guess, wants to beat out Yuri and Yurio, but also wants to skate with Yuri. I don't know, that whole, being a coach, but also being a competitor doesn't make sense, per se. But yeah, so that's really all I got to say about this final episode. But as for my rating, 10. It's got to give it a 10 because it ended well. It ended great. There were some times in the episodes, animation wasn't all too astounding, but it had its great moments. Like this final episode when Yuri and Yurio went up to skate, they really poured money into those scenes, I'm sure. Probably their final budget money. Unless I don't know what the budget was for this show, but anyway, so Let's see. Music overall was great. Characters, fantastic characters. We had some really great characters in this anime. Even those side characters that, like Minami, like he was great when he was a thing. Now he's just kind of a way background character. But, when he had his time to shine, he was great. Like JJ was great. Even Chris had his moment. Like he was Chris, yeah. Oh boy. So yeah. Let's see. What else is there? Animation, music, sound, characters, story. Story was fantastic as well. Like oh come on, ice skating, like with a romantic subplot in a way. So yeah, that was very interesting how they pulled those strings around everything. With Japan, but yeah, that was very, very interesting because it's not a yaoi, but they are romantically involved, Yuri and Victor. It's very obvious at this point. So yeah, it's not a yaoi, but it's got romance to it, so that's the thing. But what were your guys' final thoughts on this episode, this final episode? Do you think there'll be a season 2? I don't know. As of the time of making this video, there's been no rumors there's probably rumors, but there's not like anything confirmed, set in stone. So yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll get one, maybe we won't, I don't know. But what did you guys think of the final episode? I quite enjoyed it. Like I said, it gets a 10, and I will see you guys in whatever I review next. Bye.